But the bad thing about all religions is that, instead of being able to confess their allegorical nature, they have to conceal it. Accordingly, they parade their doctrine in all seriousness as true sensu proprio, and as absurdities form an essential part of these doctrines, you have the great mischief of a continual fraud. You may not realize it, but hidden in his collection of essays, Arthur Schopenhauer has worked out a more or less systematic philosophy of religion. This is the first part in a series of videos that will cover Schopenhauer's unique outlook on religion. If you want to be notified when the other parts come out, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell button. Schopenhauer's main gripe with religion is with the distinction they make between meaning in sensu proprio versus meaning in sensu allegorico. Sensu proprio is the Latin term he uses, which basically means in a literal sense. Sensu allegorico, of course, means in an allegorical sense. What happens with religion is that they present some kind of dogma, which might be true in an allegorical sense, but they have to pretend to mean it in a literal sense. Religion cannot pretend its main tenets are merely allegorical, because doing so would mean to undermine their own credibility. Let's look at an example. The wretched state of the world is a given starting point in Schopenhauer's philosophy. However, Christianity has to somehow reconcile that fact with the doctrine that God, a good and all-powerful being, created this horrible world. To explain the contradiction of a morally good being creating an imperfect world full of suffering, Christianity presents the fall of man with the story of Adam and Eve. The world was a paradise, but Adam and Eve ate the apple, they were punished by God, and ever since the world has lost its perfection. Adam and Eve is a story of fiction, or rather, a story of mythology. More precisely, it's an etiological myth, meaning that it's a myth with the express purpose of explaining some sort of state in the affairs of the world. In this case, the myth tells us why the world is as horrible as it is. But here's the catch. The story of Adam and Eve is true, but not true in a literal sense. The story works as an allegory, not as a factual history. Yet, for most of church history, the story was treated as literally true, except maybe by professional theologians. The public at large, in any case, was taught to believe the story of Adam and Eve as though it were a true history of the world. Why do religions have to pretend they are literally true? Schopenhauer's answer is elitist. The public is too stupid to believe anything else. The public is not intelligent enough. Their reason can only grasp concepts in sensu proprio, not in sensu allegorico. Religion is the metaphysics of the masses. By all means let them keep it. Let it therefore command external respect, for to discredit it is to take it away. Just as they have popular poetry and the popular wisdom of proverbs, so they must have popular metaphysics too, for mankind absolutely needs an interpretation of life. And this, again, must be suited to popular comprehension. Philosophy, or metaphysics, is the vehicle to literal truth. But, as Plato has said, the multitude can't be philosophers. We shouldn't forget that. Therefore, religion serves the need of offering the public consolation, reassurance, hope, and, most importantly, a system of ethics and popular metaphysics through which to interpret the world around them. Founders of religion and philosophers come into the world to rouse him from his stupor and point to the lofty meaning of existence. Philosophers for the few, the emancipated, the founders of religion for the many, for humanity at large. Schopenhauer's view on religion can be summarized as follows. Religion is truth wearing the garment of falsehood. Moreover, some religions are more truthful than others. Schopenhauer has worked out an original and unique system to determine which religions are the most truthful to philosophy. Of course, when we say philosophy, we really mean Schopenhauer's philosophy, because he was convinced he had found the eternal truth of the universe himself. But Schopenhauer introduces interesting distinctions we can make in the analysis of the major religions of the world in order to arrive at some kind of order or hierarchy of truthfulness. We will tackle that ranking order of religions in a follow-up to this video. If you are interested in this, definitely let us know in the comments, because we want to create videos that offer valuable insight into what you guys want. If you want more philosophy of religion, you can watch our theological analysis of Christmas, or if you want more Schopenhauer, you can watch our series on Schopenhauer's main work, The World as Will and Representation. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.